Well, a happy Thursday to you. They say better late than never, right? Well, the Mariners finally found their offense in the 10th inning against Raleigh yesterday to salvage the final game of a 3-game set, 6-1 the final. Logan Gilbert made one mistake to Vlad Guerrero Jr. in an otherwise brilliant outing, and Cal Raleigh ignited a 5-run 10th inning to give Seattle the victory.
In progress here, 1-2 pitch. That's going to get down, and Dylan Moore in full flight. George Springer, here's the throw. It's cut on. No, it went by the cutoff man. RBI single. J.P. Crawford, 1-0 Mariners. Good two-strike RBI by J.P. His 5th run batted in.
And this one in the air to left field, and it is way out of here. Deep into the second deck. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. has tied the game. 459. That's the 5th longest home run of Guerrero's career. And I mean, on contact, you could see it was gone. He knew it. Just the only question was, where would it land?
And then 0 for 3. Blooper, trouble, Polo, go get it! Yeah! 0 for 2 with a walk. That could do it. Look at this drive. Carey, goodbye! Into the bullpen. Another Cal Raleigh home run here in Toronto. A 2-run shot, and the Mariners have a 3-1 lead.
That is some serious power hitting right-handed.
Oh, what a monster blow that is. Yes, indeed. That's hammered down the line. Base of the fence. Scoring is Canzone. JP will stop at third. RBI double. Ty France. 4-1 Mariners. Up the middle. That's going to work. JP scores. Ty will score. Mitch Haniger ringing a bell. A 2-run single. 6-1 Mariners in the 10th. Runner at second. Guerrero at first. Line drive, Canzone coming over. That's your ball game. Mariners get this win.
Manager Scott Service extolled the virtues of Gilbert's pitching performance and was happy to see the offense click in extra innings.
He's talking about executing pitches and not backing off, staying in controlling counts, all the things that we preach about on the pitching side. He did it today, about as good as you can do it. Obviously made just the one mistake to Vlad, but other than that, I thought it was just an outstanding outing. We couldn't ask for any more. Super efficient, and to get that deep in the game was just awesome to see. He's pitching, he's throwing the ball great, and his struggles that we've had throughout this road trip, to see him step up like that today to end it on a positive note is big for our team. I know it's early in the season, but it's really big for our club, and you know, putting an inning together like that in the 10th inning was great. Big hits, that's what we're capable of doing. But, you know, again, Cal goes up there not trying to do too much, you know, off Miza. I think just trying to move the runner, hit the ball hard the other way, and he did hit it hard.
Seattle has today off before hosting the Chicago Cubs in the first of a weekend series tomorrow night at 6:40. That'll be on Root Sports Northwest. Well, Texas moved into first place in the American League West with a 6-2 win over Oakland yesterday. The Angels are in second place after a 4-2 loss to Tampa Bay. Seattle sits in third place, 2.5 games back. Houston remains in last place, falling to Kansas City yesterday by a final of 11-2. Well, today is day 4 of voluntary workouts for the Seahawks at the VMAC in Renton. Players are getting an introduction to new head coach Mike McDonald and the rest of the coaching staff. Veteran wide receiver Tyler Lockett says it's strange not seeing Pete Carroll, but hopeful the whole staff hasn't changed.
This is a young cat that you can be able to learn from, and you can be able to like understand his mentality, like what made them so great out there in Baltimore, like what made him pick the coaches to be able to come here to be a part of the team. And also, it's kind of like that thing of, like, for me, I haven't got to do it, but, you know, when you transfer and you go somewhere else, it's like, okay, everything is new. The cool part for me is, like, the familiarity is still the same. Like, the strength and conditioning coaches are the same. The athletic training staff, like Mo Kelly, EK, the equipment staff, like the third floor. A lot of stuff is still the same. It's just the coaches are kind of new. And so what you got to do is establish a relationship and understand, like, how do you coach? How do you see the game? This is how I see the game. This is how I play. And now you're just working to recreate that chemistry. So when you go out there, like, we all are speaking the same language.
Defensive end Uchenna Nwosu missed 11 games last year due to injury. He says he can feel a palpable difference in the building as he entered the VMAC this week.
It just being like a breath of like fresh air, you know. The last 2 years are kind of frustrating. Well, not the last 2 years, but maybe last year was kind of frustrating, and sometimes when you get change, it can bring out the best in everybody. I see a lot more smiles on people's faces. People are, they're more happy, they're more energetic, I feel like. And I don't know if that's just because it's the new year, new season, but, or it could be, coaching changes and new opportunity, but everybody is kind of coming along together and, everybody's talking more, everybody's hanging out more, and I feel like it's bringing the locker room closer.
Seattle is also preparing for the upcoming NFL draft on April 25th with the 16th overall selection. Right now, the Seahawks hold 7 total selections in that draft. Well, the Seattle Kraken host their final home game of the season tonight at Climate Pledge Arena. San Jose comes to town for a 7 o'clock puck drop on Root Sports Northwest. After tonight, Seattle's on the road to finish up the season in Dallas, St. Louis, Winnipeg, and Minnesota. A busy prep sports schedule is underway across north central Washington. Cascade has a non-league game against Moses Lake Christian today. We're talking baseball. Lake Roosevelt is hosting Oroville. Manson's visiting Brewster. Bridgeport is at Tonasket. Chelan is hosting Waterville Mansfield. Eastmont girls have a pair of fast-pitch softball games today on the road at Davis. Chelan is hosting Waterville Mansfield. Manson's on the road at Brewster. Lake Roosevelt is hosting Oroville. Bridgeport, meanwhile, is at Tonasket. And prep boys soccer today. Brewster is visiting Oroville. Liberty Bell's hosting Bridgeport. Ephrata plays at Cascade. Cashmere hosting Omak. Chelan visits Quincy. Manson travels to Pateros. Now, a reminder that NCWLIFE channel will broadcast Eastmont Wenatchee soccer tomorrow night. Sebastian Moraga and Matt Wiesen will have the pregame live on TV and our Facebook stream at 6:50. 7 o'clock will be the kickoff. That's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Thursday.